Welcome to Rise Above. This is a recorded message. It's not a live show. You're watching on Friday, but it's not Friday in the studio, is it, Andy PG?
This is Michael FM.
This is Michael FM. Yeah, so we're here in the studio. We've just been having our midweek session, recorded an absolutely groundbreaking Patreon video watching Stu Peters Occupied.
I'd say each one keeps getting better and better.
Literally, some of the watch parties recently, Dan Bilzerian, Rabbi Shmuley. Now we've done this one. You guys need to get on Patreon.
Guys, it's only $3.33 a month. Like it's so worth it.
Absolutely worth it. And big shout out to everyone that's supporting us on there. We need to also let you guys know that I have managed to negotiate 50 more tickets. It's actually 48 now because we've sold 2.
Wow.
48 more tickets are available for the big hotel weekender. That means we've already got 200 members of the Ramish community coming.
Man, it's going to be packed.
The absolute capacity for this venue is 250 people. We're going to be absolutely ramming it out. A full live Rise Above experience with Mark Devlin, with Sheep Farm, with a fat after party afterwards, Magics.
Hopefully.
Magics, Double L, Manic, Andy PG. Who else have we got playing?
It's a Ramish showcase.
Marky PG.
Marky PG, yeah.
And a lovely Bournemouth hotel
Mark
to spend
Devlin.
the weekend in.
Mark Devlin will be jamming.
Yes, Mark Devlin's going to be playing a set, of course. You can chill out with Dom and Chris. It's going to be awesome. So here
you can raise a glass of witch piss with Chris.
Yeah, literally, you could drink witch piss with Chris. Right, here is the QR code. The link is also in the description. It's riseabove.tv. Go to events, go to tickets, and you'll be able to get one of those tickets. Don't hang around. They won't be around forever. What else do we need to let you know about before you get down to this week's arrangement?
Touch the camera up a little bit there, Mark. We're a bit fuzzy.
Oh, I hate it when it does that.
There we go.
Okay, so I've got the peasant cam on here because I've got a box of hard drives. I've worked out how to make the hard drives faster. The RAchive number 2 is now complete. Number 3 is already ordered and paid for. I'll be making that in the next couple of days. The good news is, guys, if you want to get a hard drive like this with every episode of Rise Above going back to own forever, to watch whenever you like, this stuff won't be on YouTube forever. They are now available. You've got to
after what we just broadcast. I don't think we're not on YouTube for long.
Yeah, we're on borrowed time. I tell you what, and the best thing is they get signed as well. So
are we miking it?
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it live on air. We're going to sign this RAchive.
Live.
If you can sign that one too, please.
I'll do that.
Remember, the RAchive is yours to own. You don't just get all of the Rise Above live shows. A lot of them aren't available online anymore. You get all the recorded videos, music videos. I basically unload my hard drive onto there for you. Email us at riseabovelivestream@gmail.com to make an order. They are made to order. They do take me quite a long time. And that's another great way to support us. Don't forget, guys, we are going to be putting out Peasantron videos for the next few weeks going forward, all the time while we're away. So you need to support us, get on Patreon, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Let me tell you.
Oh, this is a brilliant one.
Let's go straight and deep. This is both work from Russ Kieran, Savile, the sexual predator, Jimmy Savile and friend. We are live at Broadmoor Hospital. The reason we've got this on the screen, we're actually a bit late on this year.
Yep.
Because Netflix has just dropped a 2-parter. Jimmy Savile, a British horror story, something like that. Can anyone guess exactly what day they dropped it on?
I know.
It's a few weeks back now. I'll give you a clue. It was in March. Anyone guess what day in March? Anyone?
The 21st.
No, 22nd.
Sorry, 22nd.
It was the 22nd
322.
322. So on 322, on the Skull and Bones Day, the Jimmy Savile special was launched by...
Was released into the ether.
was released into the ether. Is that a coincidence in The Guardian?
Never.
Never?
Never. A coincidence,
Well, it's a 365 in one chance, I guess. So... People are saying, "Oh my god, look at this meme! Like that actually looks better than Arnold Schwarzenegger."
Yeah, this is brilliant. This is one of my favourites I've seen, I think.
Yeah,
and guys,
don't Dread is like that is quality. That's
guys,
quality
don't confuse the Netflix release documentary about
docu-series, drama, whatever it is, about Jimmy Savile. That's not the one with Steve Coogan.
No. This
that's
isn't
coming
the
up.
Steve
That's the
Coogan
BBC one called The Reckoning. Yeah, that's
This is the
one you need
warm-up.
to watch out for.
Yeah.
This is just the warm-up.
Because I need to talk about this, right? Myself and in the Guardians have a conversation. We said, like, you know, for research purposes, we feel like we should watch these things. But like Lee said, well, I need to think about my essence. Do I want to give my essence to this? Do I want to take on these extra like?
Do you want to give your attention to Jimmy Savile?
Do you want Master Ginny's impressions going into your bio suit? That's the end of the day. However, I watched it. I took one for the team. I think my mental fortress is strong enough to withstand the Savile power. Right now, all I'm going to say is I have researched Jimmy Savile extensively. Even I was blown away by some of the clips that they found.
Mate, there's some... I haven't seen it, but I've heard there's footage in there which has never been seen before.
Have you ever seen when they've digitally remastered things from like the 20s or 30s? Yeah. Well, they've like got stuff from the 60s and they've now like remastered it into like 4K. They have literally... Because we saw Jimmy Savile when he was old. Imagine seeing the master at work when he was young. Now, I don't want to sound like I'm like...
Idolising the guy.
I was actually in awe of him because I know what he is. He's a dark sorcerer.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm just going to say for anyone that's been listening to the show and heard us talk about Jimmy Savile almost every week, listen to what we said and then go and watch that Netflix special. I'm not going to recommend it, but I am. Like, honestly, it was for me. It cemented everything that myself, Andy, PG, Lee, Omar Beats, everything we've been talking about. It literally cemented it. Has anyone else seen it? Let me hear in the comments.
Like we've speculated before that Jimmy Savile was actually. I mean, like we've said about every. Medieval castle needs a magician, needs a wizard.
Yeah.
And we speculate that Jimmy Savile was the grand wizard of
every dynasty has
the Windsor family.
I've also been looking into that other thing I put in the group, fellas, about Jimmy Savile, about the Yorkshire Ripper and his connection to that.
Yeah. He was part of the cult, the death cult.
Yeah.
People like Sidney Cook, they were involved. I mean, we all know Sean Atwood on YouTube. He talks extensively about the satanic ritual abuse of the death cult, which housed Jimmy Savile, Sidney Cook, all these prolific old school paedophiles that nothing ever gets happened to them whilst they're still alive.
No, got away with it. Like he said on his gravestone, it was good while it lasted. Gosh. So yeah, that's the first entry from Clown World News this week. 3 or 4 weeks late with that one because now obviously it's like the 20. Oh, look to the day, a month to the day we're talking about it. Today's the 22nd. See, today's date is a palindrome.
Yeah, it's the opposite.
Yeah. So 22/4/22. Very interesting.
We let the demons feed on your soul. Blood drips, growl of the demons. Right arm holding the carcass triumphant.
Mr. Skywalker Productions.
Okay, let's get back to business. Ryan Sanders has literally just shook my paradigm. Holy shit. He just stretched my rabbit hole. Let's get deep. It's Omar Beats. Yo, I'm gonna start like this. Please, don't feed the parasite or succumb to the creed of the acolyte. False doctrine, gorge the appetite. A don't gorgonite, pre-adamite. Synergize and creep like Arafite. Stealth maneuvers, evade arrow flight. 4 horsemen shoot at saddle height. 5G Starlink satellite. Rise above, speaker manifest. A cold patchwork uniform alphabet. Move to battlements, towers and parapets. If you're adamant, this is the catalyst. No mantra, sigils or amulets. Guard your heart from shrubs, contaminants. No mystical practitioners will get more cryptic than my constituents. Rise above. Haha, alright, the tongue is getting warmed up. Ryan Sanders just seriously set the standard, bruv. I'm not joking.
Levels.
Absolute levels. Levels have been set. Yo, what's the recipe? It's that Omar Beats melody, Master Lee with the Oko pedigree. Yeah, double L, you know me. One whole rabbit, butcher and skin it. Separate meat from the bone, don't bin it. Shit, then cut out the fillet. Place that shit on a sizzling skillet. Boil up the carcass for 33 minutes. Yeah, skim. Oh shit, I forgot the recipe for the rabbit. Okay, let's do it. These beats are absolutely dirty. And it's Friday night.
2 meters. as you come.
Yo, step back 2 meters. When the camera scanned my facial features, it said warning, spatial breaches, observe the government speeches. Strict advice, say your releases, don't chill at the parks and the beaches. Yo, but they still repeat it. Is this about a virus? Is it? Shit, I'm a beast. Yo, honestly, Ryan, you've actually shook me up. You made me forget my own bars.
Take a moment, bro.
I need to take a moment, mate. Corona the crown of your highness, yo. Corona the crown of your highness, or the molecule inside your sinus. Corona the crown of your highness, or the molecule inside your sinus. This ain't Wuhan bronchitis, it's the act as a medical man for your pirates. 3 million came from Obama, Dr. Fauci through Big Pharma. Move it to Wuhan, ring the alarmer. It's a virus, bruv, that's karma. And Bill Gates made a prediction, yo. Event 201 is not a fiction. 66 million die. Corona affliction. Let me spit some vocal wisdom. Nothing social but a social distance. Mine's got locked in a mental prison. Their sentence lessons. I hope their sentence lessons. Yo, I hope they learned their lesson.
Yo.
Sanders, come on, bruv.
They try mandate drugs that kill 2,000 people. That sounds evil. What's coming through that needle? Leaving the people feeble. Swear this must be illegal. Better go do your research. End up looking like Smeagol. That's the sheeple. But I don't hate them. We are the people we've been lied to. Some are too far gone, can't help if you try to. When will they open their eyes to? Gotta stand and fight like Ryu. Don't let the truth fly by you.
Yo. Fasting and bargains, evil spirits who acquiesce to appease my critics. I said, yo, this is more than lyrics, practical magics or quantum physics. Fasting and bargains with evil spirits who acquiesce to appease my critics. Infinite essence can't be diminished when the fear inside your heart is extinguished. Spellcast, Enochian English, ULL, the unlimited linguist. 7 names on Sumerian kings list, Nephilim ethics of Aryan princes. Skeptical methods of mothers and witches and shamans who mix plants in the kitchen, tied to a stake against their wishes. That's with the concepts of kerosene pitches, burnt to a crisp, the word from a witness. Hung by the neck and then dump them in ditches. Suppressing all knowledge of source. Perplexed by a powerful force, stretching the timeline to alter the course. History's homage to Archontic lords. But I'm here to revive what they hidden and I keep it alive. I'll make sure the sun, moon and stars and the planets alive when I vocalize. Rise above, Ryan Sanders, rise above. MC Double L, rise above, and we extinguish fear.
Mass awakening pending. This new earth is beginning, it's not ending. They know what you're thinking, they know what you're spending. This ancient Babylon system stays violating. It's frustrating, I hope Christ returns, but till then I'm not twiddling thumbs or waiting. Inorganic species send back the Archons where they come from. Visiting my... Not wise my pro... Dump on them, truth of the world, you just can't run from. Not of this world, I'm not one to stunt on. Keep your bandwagon, I won't jump on.
Lifelong student of the occult, searching for verses locked in a vault, yearning for scriptures buried in a tomb. Yo, in deep catacombs, learn the prophecy buried in dirt. That's why Double L's heavy with words. Draw for the sword and I bury them first. Samurai tongue, severing nerves. Focus, intent, remember. Intent, remember. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go, and this is mine.
About this mystery,
Yo.
people we should ask are
1, 2.
reductionist scientists.
Quick
Go on, Ryan, do it.
Nothing to say on
Yo.
the matter at all.
I'm not taking part in no experiment on this prison planet. This system's had it. The truth's been hidden, it's been damaged. The Most High wipes out bloodlines. We don't fight against flesh or tough guys. It's all in the unseen realm. I see glimpses sometimes. I see the big picture now. Sit back, pull the scripture out. Books they tried to burn, I think they might listen now. I tried to forget religion, receiving premonitions, making sense of it all, expose evil, get to winning. Mass manipulation, negative mental stimulation. I saw the yellow card scheme, maddest thing that I have seen. I ain't gonna get that. I ain't gonna let them jab me, can't trace me or track me. I'll just delete the app, G.
Harvest moon, I take flight to the farthest tomb. I meditate in the darkest room by the candlelight until the spark exhumes. On the night of the harvest, I see a silhouette hunter holding a carcass. Any heartbeat to target, and blood trails behind the ground like red carpet. On the night of a harvest moon. After this is a mad complex, quantum mechanics and shaman flex. Flex. I'm done, I can't spill the rest. After this is mad complex, quantum mechanics and shaman flex. Okay, this realm rotates in cycles in counter-rotational Solomon spirals. Masons build towers like Eiffels and vortex points that'll drain yours vital. Simulacrums appear cyclical, toroidal electro-spiritual. Holospheres appear physical. Yo, it's mythical. And we've got problems, parasitical. That's why humanity is pitiful. Pass me the mic and let me explain. Let me explain. Yo, Ryan, are you ready?
Yeah.
Do it. Take them away, brother. This is your time.
Yo, they're in a virtual headset. In the future, they probably do virtual bench press, thinking, why am I not hench yet? New world order on the way, so get set. Get ready for the pushback. Resistance, I'm on that. Mental, physical, spiritual combat. They swerve the Bible, but listen to the con man. Get rich quick. I'ma have to, tunes are too sick. Might buy up some land and grow some fruit and veg before they bring the robots in. 1984, Lucas said it and told you all before. George Orwell is the plan they move towards, and the NPCs are for the cause. Why can't people part ways without smearing characters? Heard that we're in the last days. Can't be dealing with amateurs. When night falls, I'm engaged in spiritual warfare. Draw for the Lord's Prayer. Call Angel Michael to expose. There's 4 there. One by the bed, one by the door there. One by the window, one on the floor there. Armor of God strapped on, no sportswear. One prayer will leave them sore. Straight lake of fire for them. I ain't fighting, man, I'm just fighting them. It's done for them when I light this pen.
This realm's an electric circular, ancient mystery schools interpret. Apron wearing pagan type Freemasons, they try to usurp it. Certain truths can't be hidden, prophecies can be unwritten. The Ouroboros ain't everlasting when the snake spit out the tail that he's bitten. Whoa, take heed when I'm speaking, paraphrasing timeless teaching. Immortal breathe, words are spoken, portals breach, the gates reopen. This realm rotates in cycles, in counter-rotational Solomon spirals. So Mason built towers like Eiffels and vortex points to train your vital. Oh my beats, oh my beats. Double L Sanders unique. Listen, holy shit, we are killing it tonight, brother.
We're killing it.
Rip another hole in this simulacrum.
I've had enough of this.
Yo.
It's
It's
like
like,
who you fucking think you are.
oh dear.
Everyone's gonna know the fucking truth about
Is that
you
Brian
by the
Harvey?
time I'm done.
Is it?
30 seconds.
Yeah, listen,
protecting
this
people.
beat is disgusting.
Don't forget that. These people are fucking
Yeah, that is
evil.
it.
I'm not having this. Who do you think you are? I'll speak for
Big shout out to Brian Harvey.
I'm
Come
gonna
on.
fucking deal with you all. Fucking evil.
I think I remember the drop.
Dirty Pete
I got
today,
16.
Child molesting, child raping, fucking killing and eating children, nasty, fucking nonce, rapist, dirty cunts. These people are disgusting, and they are protected
goodness.
by the media. Fucking bald,
Yo.
wrinkled up cunt murder. Yeah, these people are evil. You want to what? You fucking got one.
Question the deepest. Yo. I ask questions that are the deepest. Yo. I ask questions that are the deepest. What is a religious extremist? A terrorist with a Wahhabi thesis, or pedo priest that are praying to Jesus? A rabbi circumcising a penis, praying to God, gesturing Jesus. Acting the cleanest, yo, but they're acting elitist. Listen up, there's lies in his sermon. Why's that? Your vicar is vermin. Hypocrites ain't hard to determine. You gotta rise up and be wise like a serpent. Beware of the saviour serpents, they prey on the weak and they're peddling burden. Dissidents are destined for burning. Indoctrination is different to learning.
People annoy me. They don't know loyalty. They worship royalty. I speak truth and they tinfoil me. Think outside of the box. Babylon got 'em wired up. That's what desire does. Ignite your soul and get fired up. I think these MPs are NPCs, yeah? I think most MCs are lying when they make their MP3s. Influence the kids to do these evil deeds. When will someone regulate the industry? They sell drugs to the kids. They sell sex to the kids. It's too much for the kids. They make their money and say it is what it is. Violent tunes contaminate minds. They can't contaminate mine. I'll read a book and have a great night.
No contest without the adversary. Demons and angels, it's cursory. It's all catalysts reimbursing me. Adult babies, please stay back. Yo, the adversary. Demons and angels, it's cursory. Adult babies, back to the nursery. Yo, listen, please. We don't fear the denying force. We mount the steed of the iron horse. Master Lee taught me the higher force by learning to master my quiet force. I view the triad from the fourth quadrivium, vision, primal laws, and a millions to my door. Send back 33 million more for centuries and millennia. I've been planning, preparing, I'm telling ya. Yo, final contest. The last competitor, Ryan Sanders, Double L Skin. What's going on? What's happening? Oma Beats, lay it down, please.
Yeah.
Let them begin.
And I missed that drop, but you ain't gonna see me on top of the pops. Nah, might bring new conscious top of the pops, rise above, and we're on top of the shops. So yo, listen, certain man, dabble in darkness, their wicked ways, bounce off God's armor, back to the sender. I do prayer and fasting. 2 men try to take out Sanders. First time I fell, but I found myself in Christ. and they took the L. Nowadays I live well, I live in love, not fear. They try kill through sorcery, don't work on me, they're bored of me. Carry my spiritual sword with me, cause of me. Protected at all times, I got the Lord with me. They've been selling their soul for fame and glory, that's their story. What's my story? Righteous glory, I don't wanna vote Labour Tory. They hate with strings attached, two sides to the same arse, it's facts. They're power hungry, using us as lab rats. Propaganda pushed by the BBC. Bread and circuses lapped up by the NPCs. I like helping others, they're all like me. Raise the vibration, tune into the frequency.
In a binary, one more I add. 3-point energy flow of the triad. This trivium is not trivial, it's fundamental. Yo! In a binary, one more I add. 3-point energy flow, triad. This trivium is not trivial, it's fundamental. Sacred material, occult physical, yogic mudras. Midnight vigils in Arctic tundras. In a realm full of signs and wonders. Hungry predator, ravenous hunters. Yo! Blood drips congealed on the dirt. Whoa! Red blood congealed on the dirt. Blood drips congealed on the dirt. Red blood from Mars and you're feeling the hurt. When the carnage occurs, we let the demon speak and then hang on his words. Mesmerized by the evil inside, hypnotizing all people alive, energizing the feeble demise. Life in the dungeon's extremely deprived and it's dark in my dungeon. Around every corner the evil's abundant. Life is redundant. Yo. Treacherous beings.
We don't want your microchip. Bring that here and I might go sick. They want social credit, they'll bounce your check when the gyro hits. Pull out the violin, cause we can't comply with this. It's a big violation, if we just say no then we might just win. I gave up prescribed medication, turned to prayer and meditation. We're in a spiritual war, it's clear when you read Revelations. I want a freedom celebration, 100,000 at a demonstration. Cause they set the rules but their actions have no correlation.
Stop, wait, recapitulate, elucidate while I paint this picture, mate. Co-creators don't imitate the best in the crater, they couldn't replicate. I meditate, train and educate new recruits who don't hesitate. ID, track and eliminate any target the general delegate. Stop, wait, recapitulate, God veg headlines, I love what you're doing, mate. Holy shit.
You said,
bruv, that was insane.
I want to be a super criminal.
What's this? Whoa, deep breath, bruv, come on.
That's needed.
That was a serious volley. All right then.
Really
Fire session.
Want to get
Yo,
enough money.
I said, this is the system. I think we only clipped once there, that was sick, we were killing it.
You know.
Yo, this is the system test. Adjust your parameters. Corrupt, scandalous, life is crude and amorous. Are you a victim? Yeah. Cameras flash, they dazzle us, you can't predict a threat of a flow so deep and cavernous, deep and hazardous, with incredible length and wide diameters. Not your average maverick. Lockjaw 16s leave them staggering like a sick dream in the mind of a sick teen. When Freddy come a dagger in, I spray that whipped cream in the face of a clown for imagining they could ever come a challenging, leave them spinning in my slipstream. It's not happening. Yo, this is the system test. No routine system check. Keep your eyes on the screen. It's all lies on the screen. Look for the lines in between. This is a system test. Look for the crack where the system's stressed. Reposition the speakers. Yo, listen. This is a system test. Shake the foundation from ceiling to basement with the weight of my statement causing structural stress. This is a system test. Read the lines in between. It's all lies on the screen. I said, yo, look for the structural stress. Rise above. Sanders. Double L skin, Oma beats.
Big up everyone locked in.
Yeah, big shout out to everyone locked in. I ain't looked at the screen. What we got?
Let's have a look.
180 still tuned in. Big up Aidan Fraser, big up Buffer B. Boom Shanker Lady, all across the crater, north, south, east and west.
Pirate radio yet from Rise and Shine.
Thank you very much, Jake, that's big.
Big up Rise and Shine.
Do you know what? Yeah, I got more bars.
He's got more bars.
And I got more bars.
Sanders
bars. Is here. Yo. It's Double L and Sanders. It's not Homer and Ned Flanders. What are you talking about, bro? Yo, 20 years of close observation turned a hobby to pro-occupation. Like a stakeout cop surveilling. Yo, I was watching and waiting. I was patiently contemplating IDs. And ID my enemies, imitating, think like my enemy. Yo, 2001. I watched them towers come down. That shit changed my life. I can still feel it now, felt a conscious shock, heard a high pitch down. I start to levitate while stuck to the ground, shivering black, darkness around. My reactivation switch was found. My first taste of the catalyst, flavoured that with the tongue of an analyst. Yo, expert panelist, spat back the spell of a kabbalist. The first time my essence got tested, reveal why I manifested. Mission selected, contract clauses respected. Your third force can't be sequestered. Until 20 years are invested in everything you know is fully digested. And big up everyone on the journey, all the teachers, all the students. It's a group effort. Yo, one more I add, 3-point energy flow, triad. This trivium is not trivial, it's not trivial. Because ideas aggregate, form egregore. Force condensed into crystalline metaphor. Metamorphose, code or semaphore. Gretaphore, told Algore's repertoire. Metal and ice cap bursting reservoir. Caused by your Mitsu avatar. Rah, that's mental sabotage. A cattle car to a UN abattoir. Well, if you're fooled that easy, I'll see you later. The dumbest NPC in a crater. He's a proper consumer, propaganda propagator. Rah. Yo, we're really unleashing tonight, bruv. No holds barred, it's standards, it's double L, Oma Beats. Big shout out to everybody tuned in. Whether it's Friday night for you, whether it's Saturday morning, big shout out to all the crew down under in the Aussie Gulag. Big shout out to all the NZ crew. Oh yeah. Shout out to all our SA crew. Southeast Asia, what did cap? Somebody my cap, I like that.
Freedom's a must, breaking the shackles and chains and embracing the love. People are speaking the truth and they're taping them shut. Government's bait and corrupt, government's bait and corrupt. Open your mind and just take it above. Higher dimensional frequencies harness their energy, it's all a bluff. The way they project their fear on the masses, this great awakening's massive. Start speaking truth and the NPCs get passive, might turn savage. Unplug robotic humans, sometimes feel like I'm in a show like Truman. Breaking free of the matrix, we just gotta make improvements.
Yo, I'm like the last loaning after the rapture, the last rolling after the rapture. Big up all the samurai crew, Anthony, that's rolling after the rapture. I navigate valley and pasture, disguise my armor, the robes of a farmer. Let me start again. Yo, the last rolling after the rapture. I navigate the valley and pasture, I disguise my armor, the robes of a farmer. I move like a ninja, the tongue of an actor. Stay upwind from the emperor's men, laying submerged in a temperate fen. Temperatures raising the predators then when we sever the head of malevolent men. When a student outlives his master. Seppuku slice, final answer. Refusal is dishonor. Samurai code fractured, showered in temple 30-foot chapter. The Grand Abbot considers these factors. Release me or prolong my capture. Shuriken strike, instant reactor. Ronin lone polymath. Broken code web Bushido on a zap. Dark pass, broadcast telegraph. Silent words of a telepath. Twin blades, soul controller. Two bones of the tomb enclosure. Yo. Shit.
Yeah. Say my prayers and watch them work. Burst the curse, I'll get there first. Wear my crown, if it's a god, he'll turn it round. I'm a burst. Generational curses. Can't wake up that sleeping herd. Never mean to make things worse. I never mean to make things worse. I ain't perfect, try live by the word. It's that rabbit hole tour guide. I don't drink the fluoride. Spit the truth in your eyes. Stand up, free your mind. Stand up, now we gotta fight for freedom. Stand up, now we gotta fight for freedom.
Freedom, yeah, we gotta fight for freedom, cause there's a war going on. Let me explain, people. Yo, there's a war going on. For our minds, for our attention, for our lives, and it keeps going on cause we remain blind. The system is shoveling shit in our eyes. Consume this, watch that. Anything on the big screen that's flat. Distractions come in many formats, but your time is one thing you never claw back. You're playing GTA. You're flushing your focus away. I'm cruising through my 3D illusion. Why do I need their game to play? This is real. Are you feeling me? It's all vice in the city, no liberty. Put down the Xbox controller. Let me bust my verbal soliloquy. No need for a power up. Why? I discharge my aura. Climb a mountain, cross a border. I'm a psychonaut in a mind explorer. Hyperforce killer lines cause torture. In a out of order. Ready for the message, reach for your recorder. Double L speaking, please listen.
They hide the truth and push one narrative. Call you mad when you think for yourself and challenge it.
That one. It's all good. Yo. Since day one we be going in militant, not same. Oh, so different. On my beats, no equivalent. And double L flows omnipotent. May I suggest a lyric with vest? I got a bar that'll tear through a chest and cause a massacre from my caliber. Your Kevlar can't protect. Anyway, back to the subject. Expose devilish acts to the public. Yo, expose devilish acts to the public. I'm gonna start that when I get it so good. Yo, on the beats, double L skin, it's rise above. Yo, family, listen. Since day one we be going in militant. Since day one we be going in militant. Not same. Oma. Since day one we be going in militant. Not same. Oh, so different. Oma beats, no equivalent. And double L's flows omnipotent. May I suggest a lyric proof vest? I got a bar that'll tear through a chest and cause a massacre from your caliber. Your Kevlar can't reject. Anyway, back to the subject, expose devilish acts to the public. I talk topics they won't publish, instigating cold wars like Sputnik. Observe you with a satellite view, heard the crowd these parasites do, worshipping the gods of our conquerors. Acolyte view, methods of spineless remain reminded. They drink blood and sacrifice you and it's so misguided. Laws are provided to benefit the chosen few. So we rise above, extinguish fear when we generate love. A single candle lights up the darkness, that is the power that we all harness. We rise above, Ryan Sanders rise above, MCLL rise above, Omar Beast, come and smash it, bro. Oh, this is a nice laid back one.
Wait, Double L's got bars, you know. Many a bar. I think it might be some pizza time. Don't tell Inspector Veg. Alright, big up everyone, and big up Sam Carno for sharing my YouTube link, by the way. I appreciate that.
Yeah, big shout out to all the family, all the team, Sam and all the admins, keeping things rolling. I think we definitely needed a breather there. We were, mate, that mate, absolute dopeness. I cannot wait to watch that back, mate.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I need to put my glasses back on so I can see the screen. So when we unleash the beast, I can't be looking at the screen.
People are feeling it. It's good to see.
Wicked. Let's have a little interaction right now. Big shout out to Boom Shanker Lady.
We did not come to play, and with the conscious music that's coming out now, we're setting new levels because things have to change.
You don't play at Rise Above, mate. This is the lifestyle.
We've just set the bar. This is going to become that new platform. If you've got bars, you've got to come in. If you've got conscious bars, you're telling the truth, you've got to come through here.
RiseAboveArtist@gmail.com. Send us your WAVs, your MP3s, and your downloads for videos. Please, no links for streaming. Get some refreshments, get yourself a drink, whatever. Ryan Sanders is absolutely represented to the max. He needs a little break. I'm not surprised. Holy shit. Omar Beats is in session. Let's roll. Double L's here, double L's clear. This is World War 33. Crawl on hands and dirty knees. All right, okay. I'm not under the pressure of the Sanders machine now. Let me go in a little bit. Yo, this is World War 33. They crawl on hands and dirty knees, climbing dirty trees with more than 32 degrees. Tell Kissinger, tell Zabrinski, your silent weapons can't hurt me. My name is Double LMC. You'll never make me a refugee. Huh, you never make me a refugee. You crawl on hands and dirty knees, climbing dirty trees. This is World War 33. Listen as the world recedes. Omar Beast, here comes the verse. Yo, in asymmetrical warfare, we don't fire missiles land to air. I know projectiles air to land. Let me elucidate and expand. Silent weapons for quiet wars. Epic violence will silence yours. Sorry, I had the beats low. And again, yo. This is World War 33, Double L and Omar Beats. Listen as the world recedes. Yo, in asymmetrical warfare, we don't fire missiles land to air, and no projectiles air to land. Let me elucidate and expand. Silent weapons for quiet wars. Epic violence will silence yours. Invasive procedures prying doors, violating your bio clause. Schwabian tech permeates your pores, severing souls straight from their source, violating all natural laws. You a fourth industrial whore and a slave to the forum. Social credit points scoring that protein brought from yesterday morning. It come with a carbon reduction warning. Ooh, the carbon is you. Fourth industrial biofuel. The moon is hungry, he's got to eat too. Don't deny him of his gruel. Yeah, food for the moon, I explained it literally on this tune. It's way too much for the room, but they're gonna learn soon. This is World War 33, and I'm a general. It's Double LMC, salute and march with me. First we end it all, then we ascend. This is World War 33, and I'm a general. It's Double LMC, salute and march with me. First we end it all, then we ascend 3D. That's right, first we end it all, then we ascend 3D. I've been planning for centuries and millennia. The last contest and the final competitor. Yo, fuck your reset, I'm the inheritor. Aborigine elder. Live in the crater. Far too many bars are spinning out. My tongue cannot keep up with my cerebral cortex, Michael. Cause I got flows like a vintage wine.
Yeah, Double L Skinnage. Big shout to Inspector Veg. He's going to be our next guest live in the studio. He needs to top what Ryan Sanders just did. It won't be easy, even for the Vegmeister. Big up the wild wandering chef.
To create a so-called Manchurian candidate.
I do believe this tune is called MK Ultra, Homer Beats.
MK Ultra.
Yo, Slanders, I hope you're making the most of that pizza. The Rise Above funded pizza. Listen, we look after our artists around here. That's why if you want to support us, please purchase some merch. riseabove.tv/shop. If you want more of these sick bars, listen, something like this. MK Ultra. I don't know who the artist is, but this track is deep. We spent £33 on instrumentals today. 33 plans, 33 lyrics. Shit. Big shout to Aidan Fraser. Raw Tenders in the building. Drum and bass is coming up later. Oi. Bear witness to this phenomenon, a clear sickness, and it's coming on, that's their business, so I carry on, beating my fist on the walls of Babylon, and it's vicious if you're a vagabond, in the British Isles, it's not Avalon, the ambitious escape to the Amazon, life is malicious, time in the echelon, we gotta break them chains, beat personal best, and make them gains, personal best, we gotta make them gains, up against an immovable object, setting gains on illusional odd set. And it's true from the onset, killing you slow as the usual project. Still thriving despite the drawbacks. Ill writing, designing formats. The mind's climbing at wiping a floor mat. We're going live, yo. Up against an immovable objects, placing bets on illusional odd set. And it's cruel from the onset, killing us slow as the usual project. Double L, you've heard of me. Mercury, oh my boy. You've heard of him, like, yo, he phone grill sound boy like a Burger King. I'm right on the edge of freestyling, let's get in that zone. Yo, I came to this jungle looking for the shaman, to learn knowledge, to get training. I've got questions, need explaining. Who manifests these thoughts me are making? We talk for days, but no words were spoken. The third eye's wide open, my 7 chakras awoken. Then the Babylon spell got broken. Come to this jungle, now I'm the shaman. I draw for the fire and thunder like Raiden. It's no Mortal Kombat, I won't draw for swords, I'm not on that. Why? The vibration's high. Then I test day and I when I speak to the Buddha and Rastafari. I teach to the prophet, tell no lie. Heal with the shaman, smoke with the Rasta. Learn from the prophet, teach them pasta. Them all serve the same master. Too many questions. Heal with the shaman, smoke with the Rasta. Learn from the prophet, teach them pasta. Them all serve the same master. Too many questions, one answer. Too many questions, one answer. I'm a beast. These instrumentals are making me open up. Cause there's a monster inside me. Yo, rise above. There's a monster inside me, locked in a cage. What? With a burning hot in a rage. I release it, lots on a page. Shit.
The other subject which we wanted to talk about was this video which Hugo Talks made last week. And for anyone that follows me on Facebook, I brought it up on Facebook and it caused a big old debate, which is exactly what I wanted to happen. That's why I posted it, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So the video in question, I don't have a screenshot of it, but anyone that follows Hugo Talks will know the video I'm talking about. It's where he called out almost everyone in the truth movement, including Dan Aston Gregory. I found the memes to go with it.
Who's Dan Aston Gregory?
This guy here, Dan Aston Gregory. He's like a life coach really, and he's been telling the truth about and being quite impartial, but also telling the truth about what's going on. I followed him. Inner Guardians has followed him. He's only recently started talking about inner work and the esoteric side of all this. He has his own platform called Elevate, which sounds a little bit like Rise Above. He has sort of similar stuff on there, working on yourself to, sort of elevate from what's going on. Well, apparently he's a Luciferian. Hugo Talks. Hugo Talks said some good stuff in this video, right? He called out Elon Musk. Yeah, all good. But he started trying to insinuate that anyone that's talking about meditation or breath work or wellness, is on like a Luciferian path.
Right.
And he called out the whole New Age movement and lumped in all of, people on a level a bit higher than us, say. Maybe people with 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
So I think Zuby was thrown in there. Who else in the Guardians?
He'll be in there as well.
AJ, I can't remember his surname. He's got a popular podcast.
Yeah, the ex-soldier. There was
fair,
a lot of people.
I like Hugo.
Santos Bonacci.
Santos Bonacci, yeah.
I like Hugo talks, but I don't think you should call anyone out because you don't know, do you?
I like Hugo talks as well. I'm just mentioning it because I think he went a little bit far here.
Yeah.
I think he bit off a little bit more than he can chew. Because if you're going to start saying that anyone who is talking about meditation or maybe yoga or breath work is a new age Luciferian.
Yeah.
Martial arts.
There's nothing wrong with breath work in yoga, I don't think.
My clinic as well.
No, I'm not going to sit here and say that the New Age movement and the pushing of occultism hasn't been co-opted and isn't part of the plan. Everything that's happening in the public eye is part of the plan. Newsflash. Sorry, guys. There's no big movement that hasn't been co-opted, hasn't been corrupted, hasn't been infiltrated.
Relaxing is evil.
You could draw a parallel with literally any subject. So, as an example, you could take transgender. Now, has it been used as part of an agenda? Of course it has. But are there people that I wouldn't say suffer, but are transgender that aren't part of the agenda? Of course there are. So it's the same way. You could literally take any subject, and let's face it, it's full spectrum attack. So they've literally gathered every subject and put it into some form of an agenda.
I don't think you should attack anyone because I think if someone says something to me and it resonates with me, then I'll take it. Whether whether someone calls them a shill or whatever. If it resonates with you, then it's something, isn't it? Even if they are a bloody whatever shill or whatever.
It's the art of the syncretist. You have to be able to extract what is useful and discard what is not.
Yeah,
I think what it is. It seems like maybe Hugo is falling into the sort of Christian or Abrahamic viewpoint that anyone that dabbles with this stuff is dancing with the devil. Because I've seen a couple of truthers do it before. I call it going full truth retard. There's one individual called Martin May who all throughout a couple of years through 2020, he was going up to the test centres. He was kicking off at people. He was down with that. He's basically fighting the COVID Union, literally getting into fights with people and filming it and stuff. Right. Which say what you want about that. Then he smoked DMT. And talked about it online, and then within a couple of weeks he'd become a New Age Christian, and he literally put a post saying, "Yoga, all of this, you're Satanists, you're Luciferians, you're all going to hell. You have, and obviously that didn't go well for him.
But in yoga, just doing a good stretch. I don't. I mean, in meditation, it's just getting your thoughts together. I'm pretty sure Jesus meditated, isn't it?
Well, didn't Jesus say the kingdom of the Lord is within?
He's within. Yeah, you don't need to go to a church. But all Christians go to a church, and meditation's evil. I don't understand.
I do a lot of breathing exercises and meditation. And
you are demonic.
I am. Yeah.
Well, I think part of when Inner Guardians brought this to my attention, in the conversation that we had privately was like, I wouldn't be surprised if Hugo Talks has watched this show because I've seen our stuff shared to him on Facebook, although he's never accepted my friend request and never replied to my messages. Yeah. I'm sure he's watched this show. All of the things he said could be said about us more than any of those people. We talk about the occult and pull this stuff apart every week. We have an occultist on the show, Master Lee. I call myself a lifelong student of the occult. I spit that in my bars every week. So,
I mean, Hugo's pushed a couple of our videos and we used to have them all on YouTube, didn't he, Chris?
I think you've chatted to him, haven't you? I mean, I watch his videos.
I invited him on the show. He never even read the message or replied to me. Although I've seen people tag him and say, you should go on Rise Above, you should watch Rise Above. He never replied to me. I'd still happily have him on. I'd actually like to have him on to talk about this.
Yeah.
Because I think this is a very, very important conversation.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, he's done some cracking videos over the last couple of years.
Yeah, no, he's done some very good work.
Especially documenting those adverts reactions.
Yeah.
To navigate your way around all of this that's taking place right now, you need to have the ability to have the gist of something and have nuance. You can't be a literalist, because that puts you back into the same prison that we're trying to escape from.
For instance, you look at Russell Brand, right? I don't trust the guy, but I don't know whether he's working for whoever we might think he's working for. I don't trust the guy though. I don't see how people like that can be trusted. But people who are saying the right things, what I don't understand. I think Mark Devlin summed it up about David Icke. For someone who's basically told the future 20 years ago, why wouldn't you listen to what he's got to say? Why would he say an Isle of Mason or something, you know?
Yeah, because even if it is true that he's controlled opposition and he's being told to tell everyone what's going to happen, well, he has been true. He has been accurate. So, whether there's merit in everything.
I've been dragged into this Luciferian debate, as you can imagine, quite a few times, not just recently, but for years. And whenever I pose the question, which I always do, if I go into a debate, the first thing I have to do is establish first principles where we both have to agree upon something to start with. Because if you can't agree upon the first principle, then you're never ever going to get a solution or a resolution to anything. So when I ask the question, well, by your definition, please explain to me what you mean by Luciferian or Luciferianism. They can't answer.
Yeah.
So then it's just a term. Now there's lots of terms especially in the occult world and the esoteric world. Even stuff like soul. What a soul? What does a soul mean to you? What does spirit mean to you? What does essence mean to you? What does energy mean to you? It can mean different things to different people. So unless you establish the first principles as to what we're actually talking about, there can't be a resolution or solution to the debate.
To be fair to Hugo Talks, he basically tried to link it back to the Lucis Trust, which goes back to, I believe, Helena Blavatsky's teachings.
Yeah.
It's linked to the UN. I didn't really see how he managed to link Dan Aston Gregory to the Lucis Trust. He was very wishy-washy.
Oh, no, I think I did see that one. Was it when they were all going to the same talk or something?
Basically, Hugo Talks was saying that there were people there who had been against the narrative all along, alongside that guy called Dr. John Campbell, who had been, first of all, pushing the Britney, and then he'd come to a realisation after he told millions of his followers to go and get it.
I did think that as well, though, that maybe they didn't know and they just went along with the...
But one thing I would say is this, right? There's a space within this discussion that needs to be occupied by everyone. We're occupying this space of the discussion. We're very clear about what we think here on this show, and you guys as well. And we look at it with an eye to the occult and the alternative. People like Dan Aston Gregory, his job was to try and be impartial so that he could speak to those people that might be pushing it, to try and present. We're not really presenting a balanced view here because we know what the fucking score is. We know what it is, and we're explaining it and picking it apart. But there needs to be someone for the fence sitters doing the other job as well.
Well, I still listen to people who I don't fully agree with. I mean, I listen to a lot of people I don't agree with. I mean, but you can't throw them out just because you don't agree with everything they're talking about, Yeah,
I think it's very short-sighted to do that. Because, some people would be completely turned off by watching this show because it's too much.
Yeah.
The other problem that you're going to witness, and it's already happened, is that sometimes when people go on a particular narrative in the truth movement, almost out of desperation to get content, they basically fudge things together very badly. So I think this is quite a good example of it, because I would be very curious to know what he actually means by Luciferian, and does he actually know anything about the occult or what Lucifer or who Lucifer actually is? Even the Christians don't know who Lucifer is.
Christians
There's a
can't
debate
decide
within Christians.
whether Lucifer is the same thing as Satan or not.
Well,
That's quite important.
I'm not saying I'm a professional on this, but I would hazard a guess. If there is a Lucifer, Satan, devil, etc., surely his biggest trick would be to confuse the shit out of you.
And create division.
Yeah, so you don't know who's who and what's what. But like you were just saying, I take information, and if it resonates with you, don't. I'm not willing to judge anyone. To be fair,
that's why I like doing, like you guys do, deep research and getting a lot of information, because it's difficult to come to a conclusion when you're having a snapshot, 5-minute or 2-minute type of thing. I need to see it there from several different areas that guy were working for DARPA, or whatever it is, because otherwise you don't really know, do you?
No,
you don't know. And
you've got to turn the whole rabbit hole inside out before you get the whole rabbit.
Exactly, and that's what you guys do. That's what we do, which is probably why there's some sort of synergy. You can't just jump to a conclusion just because you think you can jump to a conclusion and then utilize that to look a little bit deeper. But you can't jump to that conclusion and say, right, I'm definitely right.
Well, it's like when you meet a new person, isn't it? You first of all take your instincts and you absorb what they're saying or what they're doing, and then you analyze it, and then you think about it. Do you like them or not? And then you also think, all my conclusions could be totally wrong. And this person, even though I don't trust them, might turn out to be lovely, and I don't know. So there's no point making a judgment call at that point, in my opinion.
But generally speaking, Luciferianism is to do with the light. So anybody that talks about going to the light or being of the light or stuff like that could be classed as a Luciferian. Now, the last time I read the King James Bible, Jesus said that he was the light.
Yeah,
So what does that mean,
Lucifer
then?
is the light bringer, and that was what Hugo was saying. He was highlighting people that call themselves light workers.
Yeah.
Hey, on a slight deviation here, I watched the Krug's the other day with my daughter, and all the way through it, they kept saying, "We need to go to the light. Got to go to the light." And I just thought that was weird. And it was in a film about cavemen, a cartoon about cavemen.
Yeah.
So like Disney Pixar.
Yeah, one of those kind of things. I don't know which one it was, to be fair. But they said it about 10 times. We need to go to the light, follow the light.
I just think, though, you've got to be very careful to pigeonhole every single person part of this Aquarian agenda type CIA 1960s. And I understand why this New Age movement was probably...
Well, the point is to get us all arguing and giving each other shit about it. This is what you shouldn't do.
I would say this is the most dangerous ground that we're talking about when it comes to the esoteric and the occult. And I just want to say this before either I forget or if I get cut off or anything, that it's definitely an area where you need to be very, very careful and cautious, because something like going to the light could mean something good, it could mean something bad. It's very tempting to go to the light, and it would almost be obvious to go to the light.
Yeah. But that's what moths do.
To their own peril. Yeah. To my understanding and knowledge, to seek the light externally from another person, another source, you lay yourself open to going to the false light.
Yes.
The correct way of going to the light is when you go through the light via your higher self, which is like the narrow path, the direct line to the source. So, for instance, yes, there are New Age movements that will tell you to project yourself over here or over here, receive the light from this or that entity, the Galactic Federation, aliens, whatever, yeah. I would be very cautious of that. But going to the light from within, I don't see a problem with that. And I think that is quite in alignment with even, say, the Christian teaching.
Yeah. Can I interject there, right? Because Lee, you've actually explained something I've thought about DMT for a long time. Now, DMT is rife through the community at the moment, and I think a lot of people experience like a void at first, and then they see a light, and they either go with the light or they don't. And I think that is the fake light you talk of. I think because
it could be.
It's really difficult because people have got mixed views on DMT. I think it's not what humanity needs at the moment. So it's exactly what they would give,
Yeah.
Because it separates everyone, but it makes you individual on your own. You look at this inner self. You look within. You know.
Yeah, and this is
we
why
need to be part of togetherness. You know.
Yeah, and this is people always ask me what teachers, what books should they read? What do I recommend? What do I refer? And I always have to say, it's almost like I can't. It's almost impossible. Reason being is because all of the great works, all of the great literature has been hijacked at some point. So for me to steer you to some writer from 100 years ago or some mystic or prophet or whatever teacher, at source, had you been in the presence with them, you may have been able to get something useful. But the moment it's written down, and then by the time it's passed on and translated or updated, do you really think that the dark occult world, all the powers that shouldn't be, are not going to usurp and hijack that teaching, that path, and then turn it into a society, an institution, organization? And then they can give a false teaching. And that's basically what you're seeing with the so-called New Age movement. The New Age movement, for the most part, is a psychological operation, and it's the dark occult world that has hijacked the light occult or the useful esoteric knowledge.
Yeah, because people that are pushing this idea that the New Age is, a psyop, which in some respects it is, like you've just explained. It's very important to point out that these teachings were not made up in the 1800s by Blavatsky or later by Crowley. They were rediscovered by those people and reinterpreted. They were not invented by them. These teachings are the original teachings of all ages, as described by Manly P. Hall.
Yeah, they're the fragments of an unknown teaching.
Yeah. A teaching that predates our civilization.
Yeah.
This is the stuff that was on the Emerald Tablets of Thoth.
This is what the syncretist has to do. The syncretist has to, and this is why I say no one's coming to save you. You're going to have to be your own syncretist. You're going to have to figure it out for yourself. You're going to have to go through lots of information. Now, if you're fortunate enough, you can meet people along the way that may be able to help you and stop you from wasting your time by going into certain teachings or rabbit holes that have been hijacked. So you don't need to waste your time on that. But for the most part, you're going to have to do the work and go through it and see what resonates and see what is true. And the way to do it is to activate the higher self. If you're not in contact with your higher self, you're just going to go deeper into false teachings. So I always recommend the first thing you need to do is to connect or activate and reconnect with your higher self. That higher self aspect of yourself is the one that can do the correct discernment via intuition.
I'm just processing that.
It's very important. Very important when you come close to any esoteric or occult knowledge, that you have to reconnect and activate the higher self. Or you could say the third eye, when in actual fact it's the first eye.
Yeah, it's
sounds very satanic to me.
But you'll know what's true. You'll know what's true by the resonance.
Solid gold, Master Lee says Zaya Zeitgeist. Yeah, that was solid gold.
Excuse me, guys, but I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna leg it in a sec as well. But
I've got a 4-year-old who's gonna definitely wake up. I didn't realise it was nearly 2:00.
That's how it goes on a Friday night.
Love you all,
very
guys.
Much for joining us, Chris.
Yeah, love you all, and I'll speak to you soon.
Rise above.
Fantastic.
Thanks for the ashtray.
Nice one.
Nice
No
one.
problem.
Rise above.
See you
Rise
soon,
above,
guys.
brother.
Bye bye.
Uh-oh. Right, let me start off here. One sec. Hold on.
SDLR.
Yo, stop, wait, recapitulate, elucidate when I paint this picture, mate. Co-creators don't imitate, best in the crater. They couldn't replicate, so I meditate, train and educate new recruits who don't hesitate to ID, track and eliminate any target the general delegates. This is World War 33, they crawl on hands and dirty knees, climbing dirty trees with more than 32 degrees. Call Kissinger and Zabrinsky, silent weapons, you can't hurt me. My name is Double LMC. Yo, Sanders, you feel me?
Mass awakening pending. This new earth is beginning, it's not ending. They know what you're thinking, they know what you're spending. This ancient Babylon system stays violating. It's frustrating, I hope Christ returns, but till then I'm not twiddling thumbs or waiting. Inorganic species send back the archons where they come from. Visiting me at night time, that's not wise. My warrior prayers will dump on them. True for the world, you just can't run from. Not of this world, I'm not one to stunt on. Keep your bandwagon, I won't jump on.
Yeah, they won't jump on the night of a harvest moon. On the night of a harvest moon, I take flight to the farthest tomb. I meditate in the darkest room, but the candlelight into the spark exhumes. On the night of the harvest, I see a silhouette hunter hold up a carcass. A heartbeat's a target, blood trails behind that red carpet. On the night of a harvest moon, so sacred silk on an ancient loom. Hooded robes in ritual rooms, pray all night from yesterday's noon. Yo, on the night of a harvest, farmers emerge and they set up a market. It's all business regardless. Yo, I said under the night of a harvest moon, yo, I dropped to my knees and I harvest shrooms. Psilocybin subsistence farming, Sanders, tell them.
They try mandate drugs that kill 2,000 people, that sounds evil. What's coming through that needle? Leaving the people feeble. Swear this must be illegal. Better go do your research. End up looking like Smeagol, that's the sheeple. But I don't hate them, we are the people we've been lied to. Some are too far, help if you try to. Don't let the truth fly by you. Gotta stand and fight like Ryu.
Predetermined before the womb, it was written on the walls of a tomb. The Ouroboros, the eternal circle, the infernal flames of Ra gonna burn you. Boil and curdle the shell of a turtle. 33rd degree epidermal. Fire dance and master traversal, ascending all metaphysical hurdle. Subvert the spectrum like purple. DPM, decrease visibility. Camouflage adore me internal. Optic nerve, increase agility. Shaman tech, occult ability, cause and effect. Distort history. Dark sorcerer, cast misery. Shaolin voodoo, smooth delivery. Deploy catalyst converter. Deflect metaphysical murder. Inject sick lyrics, you heard her. My words gonna take them further. I'll break it down for casual observers. If you're a sheep, I'm a herder. I take a shepherd and I serve him in a burger. Large fries, full fat slurper.
Mass manipulation, negative mental stimulation. I saw the yellow card scheme, maddest thing that I have seen. I ain't gonna get that. I ain't gonna let them jab me, can't trace me or track me. I'll just delete the app, G. I'll just delete the app. Propaganda is all cap. I can't stand people that give chat but can't ever take it back. They're always twisting facts. There's no debating that. I don't do conspiracy, I seek truth and report it back. I'm not taking part in no experiment on this prison planet. This system's had it. The truth's been hidden, it's been damaged. The Most High wipes out bloodlines. We don't fight against flesh or tough guys. It's all in the unseen realm. I see glimpses sometimes. I see the big picture now. Sit back, pull the scripture out. Books they tried to burn, I think they might listen now. I tried to forget religion, receiving premonitions, making sense of it all. Expose evil, gets a winning.
Oppose all covert forces. They can come with their tanks and horses, driving 33 of Bill Gates' Porsches. Rise above that cement fortress. The most deep and the walls are enormous. Built of knowledge of multiple sources. They couldn't storm us, not climb at the pile of glorious corpses. Don't come with the eye of horrors. You still couldn't see our auras. Hunt rabbits way across the borders. The vertical rising forces. The third force installers control our Torah inside the Taurus. Vertical rising for us, yes, medical ballers. Sanders, double L rise above, extinguish fear when we generate, yeah. When we generate love, a single candle lights up the darkness. That is the power that we all harness. Yeah, you've heard of me, flame poison, like.
They're in a virtual headset, in a true virtual bench press, thinking why am I not hench yet? New world order on the way, so get set, get ready for the pushback. Resistance, I'm on that. Mental, physical, spiritual combat. They swerve the Bible, but listen to the con man. Get rich quick, I'ma have to, tunes are too sick. Might buy up some land and grow some fruit and veg before they bring the robots in. 1984, Lucas said it and told you all before. And the NPCs are for the cause, and the NPCs are for the cause. What's this? Some garage or something?
This is a remix of I Got 5 on it. It's a little bit slower.
Oh yeah, I noticed, that's nice.
Yo, listen, yo, listen, oi. Yeah, brothers, sisters during the resistance. This is big, we need the assistance. Hard work and a lot of persistence to stop their plans, gonna end our existence. I throw a spanner in the works, tell the people F what you've heard. Exposing the names of the snakes that lurk. That's like killing 2 stones with 1 bird. Or 2 birds with 1 stone. I flipped it around and I made them my own. I'm exposing things that were once unknown. You know this, you can't leave it alone, cause it's the age of information. Info spreads like an infestation. Whether you're consciously waking or sitting back with some high-grade blazing.
I gave up prescribed medication, turned to prayer and meditation. We're in a spiritual war, it's clear when you read Revelations. I want a freedom celebration, 100,000 at a demonstration. Cause they set the rules but their actions have no correlation. We don't want the microchip, bring that here and I might go sick. They want social credit, they'll bounce your check when the gyro hits. Pull out the violin, cause we can't comply with this. It's a big violation, if we just say no then we might just win.
Nice and articulate, well stated, I'm quite particular. But if I wanna turn it up, then my bars hit hard like a barbiturant. Knockout, pure petulance, shock out, show your restlessness. Every single word in a syllable, that's my final will and a testament. Let me manifest sacred manuscripts. No hatred if you can't handle it. I'm high-fiving, they're left handling. Yo, they're left dangling. Yo, enough of the boasting, it's my career and I'm done with the coasting. I'll smash this straight or just straight hosting. Yo, don't be voting, man for the south, host of the coast. Me got the good shit straight up a boat and me dash in the water. It still flow. Hook that stash with the line of the rope and I'm representing straight from the seaside. On the beats, riding the beeline. Sanders next to me, ride the MIC.
Yeah. People annoy me. They don't know loyalty. They worship royalty. I speak truth and they tinfoil me. Think outside of the box. Babylon got them wired up. That's what desire does. Ignite your soul and get fired up. I think these MPs are NPCs. I think most MCs are lying when they make their MP3s. Influence the kids to do these evil deeds. When will someone regulate their industry?
Feel the energy, get ready for the global synergy. This choice, make it willingly. Feel what I'm feeling, feel what I'm feeling. Yo, are you feeling me? Are you feeling me? Oh my beast, holy, holy. Yo, okay, let's do it. Yo, let's tear the roof off this bitch. It's double L, who's ready for the switch? It's blatant. This boy ain't complacent. Shake the foundation from ceiling to basement. This is a system test. Shake the foundation from ceiling to basement. No words of enslavement. Yo, this is a system test. Adjust your parameters. Corrupt and scandalous life is crude and amorous. Are you a victim? Yeah. Cameras flash, they dazzle us. You can't predict a prayer. Overflow so deep and cavernous, deep and hazardous. With incredible length and wide diameters. Yo, I'm not your average maverick. Sanders, tell them, lay them.
Yeah. Certain man dabble in darkness. Their wicked ways bounce off God's armor back to the sender. I do prayer and fasting. 2 men try to take out Sanders. First time I fell, but I found myself in Christ and they took the L. Nowadays I live well. I live in love, not fear. They try to kill through sorcery. Don't work on me, they're bored of me. Carry my spiritual sword with me. Got them cords off me. I am protected at all times. I got the Lord with me.
After the rapture, I navigate valley and pasture. I disguise my armor, the robes of a farmer. I move like a ninja, the tongue of an actor. Stay upwind from the emperor's men, laying submerged in a temperate fen. Temperatures racing the predators then. Sever the head of malevolent men when a student outlives his master. Seppuku slices the final answer. Refusal is dishonor. Samurai code fractured. Sheridan Temple 33rd chapter. The Grand Abbot considers the factors. Release me or prolong my capture. Shuriken strike, instant reactor. Learn polymath, broke that code with a Shudu honors that. Dark pass, broadcast telegraph. Speak a silent word like a telepath. Twin blades, soul controller. The 2 pillars of the dome enclosure. The primal evil deed exposer. Codename written on the wanted poster. Wing this, code to the solar. Serpent energy, forbidden beholder. No servant master legacy from a bloodline that's older.
They've been selling their soul for fame and glory. That's their story. What's my story? Righteous glory. I don't wanna vote Labour Tory. They help with strings attached. 2 sides to the same arse is facts. They're power hungry, using us as lab rats. Propaganda pushed by the BBC. Bread and circuses lapped up by the NPCs. I like helping others, they're all like me. Raise the vibration, tune into the frequency, yeah. They hide the truth and push one narrative. Now, call you mad when you think for yourself and challenge it. Only some of us know what's happening. Now, when the truth gets out, I hope mankind can handle it. Finding a way to get rid of the juice, exhibit the truth. This is the proof. Me and the people just visit the news, cause this is abuse. This is abuse. I said this is abuse.
It's abusive.
Yeah?
Yo,
Can't even finish the truth. Forgotten the bar, but the lyrics are truth in the booth.
This is more than lyrics, practical magics or quantum physics. Fasting and bargains, evil spirits acquiesce, appease my critics. Infinite essence can't be diminished. Fear inside your heart is extinguished. Spellcast, Enochian English, ULL the unlimited linguist. The Sumerian kings list, Nephilim ethics of Aryan princes. Skeptical methods of mothers and witches and shamans who mix plants in the kitchen, tied to a stake against their witches. That's where the contents of kerosene pitches, burnt to a crisp, the word from a witness, hung by the neck and then dump them in ditches. Whoa, suppressing our knowledge of source, perplexed by a powerful force. The timeline to alter the course, history's homage to archontic laws. Yo, I'm here to revive what they hidden and I keep it alive. I make sure the sun, moon and stars and the planets collide when I vocalize.
Freedom's a must, breaking the shackles and chains and embracing the love. People are speaking the truth and they're taping them sharp. Governments bait and corrupt, governments bait and corrupt. Open your mind and just take it above. Higher dimensional frequencies harness their energy, it's all a bluff. The way they project their fear on the masses, this great awakening is massive. Start speaking truth and the NPCs get passive, might turn savage. Unplug robotic humans, feel like a show like Truman. Breaking free of the matrix, we just gotta make improvements.
Clash of the Titans, blood splash, fantasy violence. One from the harpy, the siren, the werewolf, the lichen. Dash for the silence. The way that I build up lyrics, same way psychics summon up spirits. Spelling out words from the letters on the Ouija board. From the demons you're reaching for, evil thoughts, greasy hordes. Speaking live from the other side. On my lips they move with the force. There's a few points to clarify. Then want me to turn to the dark side and make a deal with the life force parasite. That's a burning appetite, observing the herd from a Death Star satellite. Them are serving the serpent, further the birth our purpose is working. Under the watchful guise of the all-seeing eye, agents are lurking. Never tell me there's not a conspiracy when 5 billion in living life hurting. Not a friend to me, don't make me an enemy with the revolution. I'll be the first in, and I keep researching. 20 years deep in the cranium's bursting. You've got to put the work in away from this message MCs are shirking. Nowadays everybody wanna chat, nowadays everybody wanna spit, nowadays everybody bum wax, nowadays everybody wanna mix.
Big up Double L.
Bruv, big up standards, come on. Woo. We're blowing the lid off the HQ tonight. Let's recapitulate. Wait, recapitulate, elucidate while I paint this picture, mate. Co-creators don't imitate the best in the crater, they couldn't replicate. So I meditate, train and educate new recruits who don't hesitate to ID, track and eliminate any target the general delegates. Stop, wait, recapitulate, God badge headlines, I love what you're doing, mate. I said shut up when you're the magistrate. Create a fury, I've got to congratulate. Stop, wait, recapitulate, keep going, please elaborate. Standards, you onto a winner, mate. I need more rabbit and vag on my dinner plate. Shit. Rise above, what's the recipe? Yo, rise above, what's the recipe? Oma beats, sick melody, sex bots, schwabi and peasantry. Yo.
It's that rabbit hole tour guide, I don't drink the fluoride, spit the truth in your eyes, and I'm out.
What did you just say, bro? The rabbit hole tour guide.
Rabbit hole tour guide, I don't drink the fluoride, spit the truth in your eyes.
Alright, let's get experimental. Okay. Tell you something, yo. This metaphysical ecosystem, demiurge contract Satan's kingdom. Human cattle were denied the wisdom of own free will, so default to victim. Energy pulled and pushed like a piston, serving the parasite they can't resist him. Every word and deed they assist him, yo. It's a farm, it can't be evaded. Written in Psalms and told by King David. Truth of the farm can't be related. They tried to erase it. Truth of the knowledge, it was known by the Gnostics. It was forbidden topics, yo. On the beats.
Big up everyone that stayed with us till this time in the morning.
Run into the witching hour.
Yeah.
Who's still tuned in? Big up Batfink too. Cheech McDuck. James De Silva. That's right, it's the truth in the booth.
Someone said wrap it up at 3:03.
Yeah, 3:03 and 33 seconds just for good measure. But then Oma will try and put, no, we'll do it at 3:33. Next thing we know, we're here at 6:33 in the morning.
We can go to our 3 if you want. I don't mind. Whenever you want.
As long as you don't mind, you're keeping it his, mate.
Yeah.
Now listen, New Year's Eve. When certain energies come together, we have to make the most. We have to capitalize on the situation. Trust me. Hang tight, everybody tuned in. Remember, share this one on your Telegram groups, on your Insta, on your Twitter, on your Sugar Mountain account.
Cut out the jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.
For more tea with watch I Pity the Fool. Wednesday nights at 10, only on TV.
That's sick. See, we're always building the audio sphere. Big up Toby Phillips, I see you, brother. Everybody tuned in, I see you, I feel you. We're all connected, feel that energy. Double L's a shaman with a wand, and I'm casting now. Enochian power, go straight from my mouth. Double L's a wizard with a wand, and I'm casting now. Holy shit, what's going on? Who said that? Was it me? Yo, listen. No contest without the adversary. Demons and angels, it's cursory. Let's take those glasses off. I don't want to see the outside world. Let's go within. Here we go. I'm a lifelong student of the occult, searching for verses locked in a vault, yearning for scriptures buried in a tomb, yearning pictures in deep catacombs, learn the prophecy buried in dirt. That's why Double L's heavy with words. Draw for the sword, bury them first. Samurai tongue, severing nerves. Focus, intent, remember. Execute manifesta, that's the system that we present her from. Inner guardians, inner protector, inner guardians hidden within.
Oh, I had something to read out for you, right? It's about the Ukraine thing. This is quite funny. It's quite
we'll get
funny.
some Ukraine stuff up then. Right,
Just give me 2 seconds. So this is not even.
Hold on. Everybody get their flags ready.
Time to do some virtue sigilling.
Yeah.
This isn't even off Instagram or anything. This is literally on Facebook in Cambridge, right? Hi, lovely people. I've enlisted to take 2 to 3 children from Ukraine. Everything according to regulations. Alarm bells already. 2 to 3 children, and would like to request your help in Chesterton to form a working bee and/or sponsorship to ready them for their area and in time for their arrival. So it's a positive, stress-free, sure environment. They can call home and they have a comfortable settling. Ideally, then my attention can be directly for them. I'm just no good at DIY. I would appreciate support as I'm on my own. I would appreciate a gift of a conservatory to increase living space if possible.
What?
Yeah, this is true. DIY jobs. Murphy bed bolted down. Garden room insulated. Wardrobe doors put up. Folding wall table put up ×2. Garden trellis seaters built, etc. Extra things removed and taken to tip so they have space for themselves. Hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.
So it's basically someone trying to get other people to renovate their house on a promise.
Literally.
They're going to put some
Yes. On the back of the Ukraine. And they put
I saw a
Ukraine
statistic
flag
that
on it.
70% of the people that had applied to take Ukrainian refugees were single males who'd applied to take single mums with kids. And they'd actually, I don't know
Really?
exactly what your choices can be of like what you can accommodate, but they basically said, yeah, we can take like 1 adult and 2 children. So obviously, if it's 1 adult, 2 children, you know that's going to be. It's not going to be a guy, is it?
Yeah. Well, while he's off getting murdered by phantoms. Yeah.
Or murdering Ukrainians on behalf of Azov Battalion.
I was saying to Dom, I think we said on one of our podcasts, I don't see these refugees coming over here. It just seems like a fearmongering, non-happening entity.
Well, would they make a big song and dance about it, or would they just bring them over and just distribute them?
Yeah,
and not.
Well,
not
all you hear
report
about is how they can't even get here, like
Yeah.
how the system doesn't work, and then you know.
But they did the same with the Afghans, didn't they? Who were trying to get on that airplane. None of them turned up. They said they were all going to get here.
Yeah, they just filled it with Taliban instead.
No, because that airplane was full of kittens and puppies.
Right, weren't already bad enough in Ukraine. This happened.
I saw that him singing down that tunnel.
And what was it? Stand by Me, Stand by Ukraine. And he was really butchering it as well. It was like really shit.
Horrible, wasn't it? It was
yeah, really
so
horrible.
cringy.
And obviously magenta in a tunnel.
Yeah.
it was just so bizarre to watch. It really was.
I think the worst thing I saw was that Sean Penn interview about how he met what's his name, Zelensky, and how I was in awe of him because he was just so powerful. And Sean Penn, oh my God, what a creep! An absolute creep.
How can he be in awe of Zelensky? It's like it's obvious he's just an
action
gimp.
He's a little weed.
Little action man just been planted there.
But do we know? Is he actually there? I mean, where is he? You know,
Anywhere he appears, he's on a green screen.
Yeah. Where is that? You know,
in his little green army outfit.
If you look at them people behind him, unless they're stood on steps, they're a lot smaller and a lot higher up.
Yeah.
He's only like 3'6", isn't it?
Yeah, he's only a pygmy.
It's a kid's tactical polo neck. That green tactical polo neck he wears is size.
Yeah, they've just given him some light military gear.
That's all he ever wears.
Yeah,
because he's always in the war zone.
And all the photos of him. All the photos of him, he's like scowling into the distance.
From Primark's.
If you look at them people.
Primark tactical polo neck.
He should make a Zelensky action man. Remember that Barbie doll for that bird who brought out the jibby jab? The Zelensky action man I'm waiting for.
The next slide is basically for anyone that's blaming the current petrol prices on Brexit. I would produce them this.
Oh, I'm pleased you've got this, Lance. Well done.
Yeah, well, this took 10 seconds.
Yeah.
It took 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Look at the prices of petrol in Spain, France and Italy. They're all exactly the same. In US dollars, yeah, so they're basically the same as here. Maybe they're £1.80, £1.90. You could do this, yeah. And people, because someone was going about, they went to Malta or Guernsey or somewhere like that, and petrol was still £1.25, and they're going, look, Brexit, and for one, that's a tax haven, right? That's why when you live there, you have to be stinking rich, or you end up being very poor. Everything there costs dough. Yeah. Like a packet of cigarettes is £20. I don't know how much is 20. It's 20 fags, £20 now.
Yes,
I don't know. Mate.
All right, then fags there are
that.
30 quid. You know, because it's a tax haven, you can get absolutely stung on some things, but petrol isn't one of them. Anywhere else in Euroland, it's all the same.
Yep.
Yeah, if you want to go to a semi-developed country, then you're going to have the benefits of not paying the rates and the duty and the fees and everything.
Well, like Texas, you mean?
Oh, look at that.
Texas is well cheap.
Got a crossbow, good man, and salt and sugar. Well done.
Yeah, salt's a good one because you can store food with that. You know, you can dry food out using the salt.
Don't rely on the fridge freezer, guys.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah, we'll be soon. That's like South Africa.
Don't rely on electricity. I think that's one of the biggest keys. Is don't rely on what they supply us. Don't be standing there with your hand out. You know, stand there up on your own feet.
Yeah.
Or squat like that lady's doing.
And when I first saw this slide on the right, I thought, what is this? Is this like squat to get some social credit score points or whatever? But apparently, in Romania, at this bus station, to get your bus ticket, you have to do 20 squats.
What?
And you get a bus ticket for free. But disabled and elderly people obviously get a free ticket. I don't know how I feel about that.
How much you're a fucking poor loser that you've got a squat for a bus fare?
But wait a minute. What about if there's a queue of people and the bus turns up? Well, everyone has to. You have to wait for all these people in front of you to do 20 squats. How does that work? I would pay to not have to squat if it had to be quick.
Carl's tipped on something there, right? It is identifying people who are poor to the people who aren't poor. So it's another way of separating slyly.
Oh, what's because if you've got money and you can't be bothered to do the squats, or you're just lazy. I mean, personally, I would just do the squats unless there's a queue. I don't know. Would I feel demeaned? That drop and give me 20 press up. You would do the squats?
No, I'd feel demeaned because you know
pay.
Someone would be watching you. Well, firstly, I wouldn't get on a bus. right? They're disgusting. Secondly, they're full of fucking mouth breathing.
Or are they saying here that this is the only way to get on? You can't pay.
No,
Obviously,
it's
disabled elderly can get on for free.
dirty fucking scheme masquerading as a it's good for you, it's healthy project.
It's just occurred to me.
This is fuck.
Are they trying to raise the heartbeats of the jab?
Maybe
There is a man in that little box masturbating.
Do you know what it could be? This could be one of the tasks that humans have to do to get their payment, like that chip we saw, Lance.